Morning, everyone, and welcome to our Heavenly Parent Holy Community Oceania Hundoke, together with Rev Yutaka Yamada. Today's Thursday, the 7th of November 2024, or the 7th of October in the 12th year of Chongyilguk. So thank you all for coming, and let's begin with a bow for our true parents of heaven, earth, and humankind, Chanji Champunimge Kyombe, Paro. And let's recite our family pledge, both in Korean and English.
하전맨세 5. 전일극주인 우리 가족은 참 사랑을 중심하고 매일 주체적 전산세계와 대산적 지산세계의 통일을 향해 전진적 발전을 촉진할 것을 맹세하나이다.
Family pledge number 5. Our family, the owner of Chongyilguk, pledges to strive every day to advance the unification of the spirit world and the physical world as subject and object partners by centering on true love. Thank you. I'd like to ask Mark Burfield if you could offer the opening prayer, please.
Yes, please join me in prayer. Actually, as I begin this prayer, I'm looking out the window at this incredible sunrise. I'm amazed by your creation, Heavenly Parent, the amazing things that you've created that we can enjoy and experience. In recent days, we've been sharing in the Hundoke reading about your creation. Also, at this time, this incredible result of happening in the American election. And no doubt, this is a real turning point in your providence to help to advance the establishing of Chonolguk. We really pray that with things, we know that this world is in a state of transformation because our true parents have been on the earth. They're on the earth. True Mother is so actively advancing your providence with everything that she has within her capacity to do, and what she's expecting, and you're expecting us also to play our part to support and unite and attend and to take action to fulfill your heavenly will. So we thank you that we have this opportunity to be living in this golden age. Even President Trump himself mentioned the word golden age in his speech yesterday. And so we want to go forward with great hope and expectation that your heavenly will can be achieved, and we want to play our part and offer this prayer and report now of Mark and Masako Berfeld of the Central family. Arju.
Thank you. And let's give a warm welcome to Reverend Yutaka as he shares this morning. Thank you.
Good morning, our brothers and sisters. Thank you for joining today's morning on the K. Today's beautiful day. Let's begin the day together with sincere devotion and also heart. Thank you very much. Yesterday, the U.S. presidential election concluded and President Donald Trump was elected. So America is the one of the important providential country, and surely there is God's expectation, and there is the important role for the heavenly providence. So let's pray for America to go to the right way and to take a important role and fulfill the mission which was given by heaven. So that's important. Let's pray well, and really let's pray for success to fulfill together with God's providence. Thank you. And today, Dr. Kim Incheon will come to Australia, and Dr. Kim and myself will go to Brisbane today, lunchtime, and going to Solomon Island tomorrow. So he is the director, Asia Pacific director of Chonshimon. So behalf of representative of Chonshimon Providence in Asian Pacific, and this time he also come to Solomon Island and also Melbourne. So please pray for all schedule to be going well. So it's important to pray in Johnson, and let's support for the providence. So today we'll go to Brisbane, and tomorrow we'll go to Solomon Island. So thank you for brothers and sisters to join this Sunday today. And this Saturday, we will have a second peace education seminar. So almost November 9. So this is also the important education. So this education is more general education, especially focusing or emphasizing about the value of the marriage. That's why you can invite any kind of ambassador of peace. And if someone who has interest for receiving blessing or deeper education, then you can guide separately or further guidance, and you can guide more the next step. So this is the schedule. You could see peace education seminar. So main lecturer, our honorable lecturer, is giving the greeting. President Hori also giving the greeting, and Mr. Hajime Saito, he is giving the case study of local and global models, some activity update, and also Mrs. Ahara, Ursula McLachlan, she is giving the today's challenge to marriage and family. So those contents is really good content. So please guide your ambassador of peace, your family members, use and join well and receive education well. Okay, so this Saturday. So let's do our. Okay, so today our message is from True Mother's Anthology, Volume 4, True Mother's World Speaking to Us. Let's study it together. Okay, Mrs. Na, please.
When God directed me to work for women's liberation, I organized rallies for the Women's Federation for World Peace and accompanied Mother, attending her. When I was in America, I returned home to East Garden at 11 p.m. after one particular Women's Federation for World Peace event. After speaking to the members who were gathered there, when I looked at the clock, it was already 12:20 a.m. I was very tired, but I went straight to the next venue so that I could arrive there by 3:30 a.m. Do you think my life is the path of the Lord or the path of a servant? Why did I leave to go there at such an early hour in the middle of the night?
Okay, please continue.
I could have slept that night and left in the morning at a comfortable hour. In fact, my car almost had an accident on the way and could have rolled over. What did I gain by pushing myself like this? I was setting an example to teach all men of the world how to serve and attend their wives. I knew that the time had come for women to stand in an equal position with men and to play a major role in the fulfillment of God's will. So I wanted to establish a tradition for women to settle into their rightful position. That is why I am doing all these things.
Yes, thank you. How was the true father's life? True father's life was just to follow God's will and God's direction. And in the same time, the father also supported and attended to mother and working together. So we could see he himself showed how to live together, or serve together, and also support together for wife, for our true mother. And he said, what did I gain by pushing myself like this? I was setting an example to teach all men of the world how to serve and attend their wives. I knew that the time had come for women to stand in an equal position with men and to play a major role in the fulfillment of God's will. So I wanted to establish a tradition for women to settle into their rightful position. That is why I am doing all the things. So this is important. Depends on country, depends on the relationship of the couple. Many of these cases, men kind of behave as the owner and to control or give the direction to women. So when we see the history, also same, we could see men is always standing and just sometimes using women or abusing women, or those kind of history was continuously going on. But what was the original, or what is the original relationship between men and women? Original position are the equal position. Man is women, women is men. That's why the father showed that kind of model first. So when we study about the divine principle, we heard many times man is subject and woman is object. But what meaning is this? What is a subject? What is object? What is God's expectation to be the subject? Subject meaning is to be the subject of love. How to be subject to love others or attend others, sacrifice for others. So, of subject partner, that person have to be subject to love, sacrifice, invest for others. So, if we think this meaning, not only men, also women can be subject of love. Men also subject of love. So how to serve, how to live for others, how to serve others. So Father himself showed the way as the example. So we could also learn through his experience and also relationship with between true father and true mother. Please.
Phone call with True Mother, holding the Women's Federation for World Peace inaugural assemblies in the United States, October 26, 1992. We are holding a commemorative ceremony here for the workshop participants. What food have you prepared there? Bring everything on that table here and take everything here back there. Now that they have been exchanged, share them all with the thought that Mother is giving out things from here and that Father is giving out things from there. Please do that, and thank you for taking the trouble. Mother, finish your work quickly and come back. I want to see you as soon as possible. From now on, you two need to celebrate such joyous days together with true parents, like a wedding feast. You should celebrate together.
Yes, please continue.
You should know that we are the only people in the world who hold such ceremonies together. Not even America can do such a thing. It is only we who can do it. Father, I will see you soon. Yes, thank you. Mother's voice is so sweet and familiar. And Father, be happy today. Yes, thank you. I too wish you success today, Mother. I will pray for you. Today is the day on which heaven and earth are rejoicing.
Yes. Yes, thank you. So how was this? This was conversation between true father and true mother. So every time if mother finished the speaking tour or conference, then immediately father call or mother call and they share each other. So both father and mother always love each other and support and pray each other. How beautiful it is. So because of the both our true fathers and true mothers' effort, finally those mother fulfilled the word speaking tour. So this is also one of the example we could also see. So there's also next calling, please.
Phone call with true mother. November in Europe, at the inaugural assemblies in Europe, November 16, 1992. Mother, congratulations. We are finished in France. You put out the fire on the burning house. From Mother, things are interesting here in France. People think we are holding the assembly at the hotel we reserved earlier, so they are carrying out a demonstration in front of it. Father, you know you are famous if they carry out demonstrations when you come. I think they are holding the demonstration just to make you famous, Mother. And Father, and Mother, I have become famous even in France. And Father, France is one of the most wicked places because it has gone over to Satan's side.
Okay, continue.
They will oppose you even more than Germany. Now, Italy, on the other hand, will be fine. How wonderful do you feel? Do you feel now that the assemblies in Europe are done? You will next go to the Soviet Union and also Australia and New Zealand for the assemblies. So Mother's name will become even more famous than mine in the entire world. I have not been to Australia or New Zealand, but Mother will have visited every place in the world through these assemblies. The fact that Mother's name has been elevated higher than my name proves that the age of women has come. Do you think so too, Mother? Mother said, yes, Father. Then I will see you tomorrow in Italy. Father said, yes, see you in Rome.
Yes, thank you. This conversation is also the beautiful conversation. So looks like this conversation was after the speaking tour in Europe, right? France, Germany, Italy. So Trimada also organized many speeches in the Europe. And there is also the name of Australia and also the New Zealand. I will read this part again. you will next go to the Soviet Union and also Australia and New Zealand for the assemblies. So mother's name will become even more famous than mine in the entire world. I have not been to Australia or New Zealand, but mother will have visited every place in the world through these assemblies. The fact that mother's name has been elevated higher than my name proves that the age of women has come. So the first visitation of our true parents to Oceania was this conference to Australia. I think it was the November 26 or 7, right? In 1992. Then after that, true parents went to New Zealand. So almost this November is kind of the anniversary for first visitation of our true parents. So we can say because of the mother's rally, our nation of Australia, New Zealand, or even our region of Oceania were connected with true parents directly. So through True Mother's World Speaking Tour, True Mother also sent the heavenly parent love and true parents love. So we could really see even each moment Father call and really embrace and cheers to mothers. So how about our relationship? How about your relationship between husband and wife? If something happen, are you calling all the time? Are you praising all the time? Are you loving all the time? Or you don't care so much? So this is important. Father, love mother, mother, love father, husband, wife, wife, and husband. So through our true parents conversation, we can also see this ideal communication or relationship. Okay, please.
Why do you think mother spoke in Japanese and in English at the Women's Federation for World Peace events? It was because true parents want to communicate with their sons and daughters in heart. That is why mother used Japanese and made the necessary preparations. Likewise, in English-speaking regions, she spoke in English because she was there to meet the representatives of her sons and daughters. Hearing mother speak their language, they no longer would feel orphaned, but rather like orphans who had found their mother. Ever since the fall, human beings have been like orphans, kidnapped by Satan and assimilated into his culture. However, here they could meet their mother again and be saved.
Thank you. Why do you think mother spoke in Japanese and in English at the Women's Federation for World Peace events? So why? Because she wanted to talk with children directly. If human ancestor was not fallen in the beginning, then Adam and Eve and the children or all humanity should have spoken one same language. But because of human fall, language was divided, was separated, or language was changed. And also now true parents was born in Korea as Korean. That's why parents' language is Korean language. But because we cannot speak the Korean language, that's why our parents, our true mother, try to study by herself in order to speak with us. So we could see how deep effort it is. Please.
The fact that true mother spoke in Japanese to her children is amazing. From God's viewpoint, the Japanese people should sing mother's praises. Mother wanted to so badly to communicate totally with her children, who do not even know that they were orphaned, that she was willing to learn their language. This would be impossible if mother were not the original mother of humankind. Would a false mother make such efforts when she does not even speak the language? If you recognize people as your lost children, you must teach them, even if it requires you to learn their language. That is the love found within the realm of our parents' heart.
Yes, thank you. Because true parents is the original parents or real parents or parents of the humanity. That's why true parents is investing for the children. We could understand those heart of our parents. So our true mother also study, and actually true father. Did you hear about the true father story? When true father went to South America, even he was more than, I think, 70 years old, but he started to study Spanish in order to talk with the people in South America. So we could see our father's attitude, our mother's attitude, really try to touch the heart of children, try to embrace, try to talk directly. Then how about ourselves? We also should study the parents' language, the Korean language, right? Doesn't matter. Father also did, or mother also did, even old age. So everything is actually possible. Depends on our determination. So we know, we try many times, right? Try to study Korean language 1 week, 2 week, stop again, learn again. That those heart is precious. Try to speak, try to talk with our three parents in Korean language. That's why even one sentence, two sentence, if we could speak in Korean language to now in true mother, how happy she is. So last time we have also have a meeting with true mother, and some foreign member, not Korean people, speak in the Korean language, even small sentence. Mother was so happy. That's why how we can also study parents' language is important. So even you are 60, 70, or 80, still possible, right? Even study one sentence, one word. When we go to the spiritual world, we can also tell to Father, 안녕하십니까? 만나서 반갑습니다. I so much 사랑합니다. So really, I miss you. I love you. If we can speak in Korean language to True Father in the spiritual world or True Mother directly, how happy they are. So even small sentence, please don't give up, and let's study in Korean language well. Okay, please.
The leaders of our church in the United States heard and fully inherited Mother's teachings that she previously had presented at Women's Federation for World Peace events in Japan. When Truth Mother was speaking in Japan, the US church leaders from all 50 states, including state leaders and American Freedom Coalition leaders, listened to her speeches every day. The local church members in all 50 states must listen to her speeches too. In addition, the missionaries throughout the world must gather and listen to Mother's speeches in the United States. In this way, just as the Eve nation must inherit the tradition of Adam's nation, the Archangel nation must inherit the tradition of the Eve nation, and all the nations of the world must inherit the tradition of the Archangel nation. There can be no objections to this. In this way, Mother's speaking tour indeed became a worldwide workshop.
Yes, that's also the beautiful sentence. So when True Mother did this speaking tour, the world leader listened and inherited those content together. And through the things, the heaven's message was delivered to each place. And Father said, in this way, just as the Eve nation must inherit the tradition of Adam's nation, the Archangel nation must inherit the tradition of the Eve nation, and all the nations of the world must inherit the tradition of the Archangel nation. There can be no objections to this. In this way, Mother's speaking tour indeed became a worldwide workshop. So we can understand Adam's nation is Korea, Eve's nation is Japan, and the eldest nation is Archangel, or eldest nation is America, and all nations are actually children's nation. So that's why all nations of the world unite together, learn together, and have to inherit from the heaven or heavenly tradition. That's why Father said, there can be no objection to this in this way. Mother speaking tour indeed became a worldwide workshop. So we could see our viewpoint of our true parents. Please.
Beginning in November 1992, we will launch Mother's WFWP World Speaking Tour, starting with 4 European nations. I will not be going with her this time. I am placing Mother in the forefront so that people will be given a chance to attend her completely and thereby open the gate for women worldwide. I even directed Mother to make preparations to speak at an event in Russia. Following this, she will continue with lightning speed even to China and North Korea. When women fight, they can reconcile after shedding tears, but men are liable to continue fighting to the point of bloodshed. That is why women must be in the forefront. The world of peace begins with love. For this reason, we must have women in the lead.
Yes, thank you. This was the conference in Europe. That time, True Mother went there and organized this event. I'm not sure someone attended the speaking tour in Europe. Maybe many of you attended in Australia or New Zealand. So in each rally or conference, there is those heavenly providence and meaning. And in the same time, there was the special love and chanson of true parents. Please.
Women's Federation for World Peace events were held in 8 cities in America, and I am planning to hold these events in 8 European cities as well. In Western society, America is the subject partner and Europe is the object partner. Your suggestion to hold events in only 4 or 5 cities in Europe shows that you do not understand this relationship. Although Europe is a continent comprising numerous nations, we should consider it as one nation.
Yes, and please continue. This is the final slide.
When I speak of Europe, I do not mean only Britain, France, and Italy. So just as we held events in 8 cities in America, we must hold events in 8 cities in Europe as well, in order to match America. This year, we must make our way even to the Soviet Union. All enemy countries must unite and then fulfill their duties as filial children, patriots, saints, and divine children. On this foundation, we should lay the foundation for the liberation of the fatherland. When the history of strife among enemy nations is recast into a new tradition centered on God, God will be able to reign over them.
Thank you. So this concept, this true parents' point of view is really important. America and Europe are connected, and Europe is one country. So this is true. Now almost Europe is working together as under one European Union, right? So not only Europe, not only America, each nation of the world, 194 nations and 8 billion people, those are standing together as one nation. And when true parents see these people and nation, true parents is thinking how to restore the all nation and all world and all population, and how to establish the nation of Choniguk in this place. Our Oceania 14 nation is also one country, our true parents said. And even beyond the 14 nation, our world, 194 nation should be the one nation or one community. That's why when we see with this kind of the true parents' point of view, which country and which country should be connected, or giving the influence, or which region and which region are working together, and also having the important meaning, we also could seek with this kind of point of view. Then we can also understand the more deep heavenly providence with the another realization. So when we see in the current society, current nation, or current situation, instead of not only should we view the visible earthly world, but we must also consider history or background, ancestors, and the spiritual world, and even the future. True parents have conducted providence from this perspective, and we too must approach the providence with the same viewpoint. So today we study together about True Father's message toward True Mother. So we can remember 1992 when True Mother organized a speaking tour. This was not just speaking tour in each place, but behind of that, there was True Father Johnson, True Mother's effort, and our all brothers and sisters, cooperation and Simjong, and also our Heavenly Parent working together behind of that. So through learning these things, once again, we can understand deeply about True Mother's investment and heart. And also through these things, we can understand our Father's love. Our new generation doesn't know so much about True Father, but we also understand together how about True Mother's investment before, and how was also True Father's love and sacrifice, and also providence together. Because our true parents is true parents is eternal, our true parents. So Father is working from the spiritual world, and Mother tried to conclude all providence within her lifetime on this earth. So we totally unite with True Mother, True Father, True Parents, and they offer the victory for God's providence. So today is also the beautiful moment. Let's have a great time and offer the happiness and smile to our Heavenly Parent and True Parents, and have a great time. Thank you very much once again. 감사합니다.
Kamsahamnida. Thank you very much, Rev Yutaka, as always, to share with us Mother's words and in the morning, and many things to reflect and talk about. And it's, really how much love Father is expressing towards Mother in these messages, and how they relate to each other. That was very nice to enjoy and feel connected to our true parents as they were sharing their personal phone call to each other, and how they really encouraged each other and waited and loved each other. So it really shows their genuine heart towards each other. It was because they are always public, so they don't really have any private time. And Father really showing his eagerness, getting back and then talking until 12:30, and then traveling 3 a.m. and to be early to greet Mother, and even risking having an accident, just so to be together. I mean, this is really the earnest heart that Father has for Mother, and there in the beginning, he wanted to establish the tradition for women to settle into their rightful position, and as we know, that rightful position is an equal position. They both are our parents, and they are both express God's heart uniquely. Father, God's male side, and Mother, God's female side. And that we know this in principle, but to see it in the phone calls, we see that it's actually what their relationship was, truly loving each other, but putting the children first. That Mother is sharing so that the children can grow and understand, and Father demonstrates the model of how a husband should serve their wife, and Mother is demonstrating the model of how the mother embraces and loves the children. And thing is that it was genuine. And some of us, we had the opportunity, to be at these speeches that were done in 1992. They traveled around the world, and they came to Australia, and finally, because of that, your father was able to make the declaration that the unified world begins from Oceania, and that in New Zealand that it is done through our self-power or self-determination. And so it's success comes by actually embodying the tradition, and then gave the example of how that tradition is passed. That Eve learns Adam's tradition, and the archangel learns Eve's tradition, and the world learns the archangel's tradition. But the tradition is all the same, the tradition of living for the sake of others that comes from our heavenly parent. But just really touched by their personal relationship being shared publicly, and that everything they do is still to help us learn and understand. And then always, recognizing that we should be speaking the language of our parents, father and mother, taking the time to learn other languages, Japanese and English and Spanish and many things. So it's only right that the children learn. And then Rev Yutaka mentioned, can still study, it doesn't matter how old. Even a small sentence. Yes, yes, I should do that. So thank you, Rev Yutaka, and open up to others who'd like to share. So thank you. Yes, no? What's this little
I've had this pocket dictionary from the 80s.
English to Korean.
Yeah.
Very
good. Underwood. Yeah. Never really use it much, but it has Hangul and also the Korean writing. Very good.
Yeah.
But also on Duolingo, it's an app that you can learn many different languages. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you. Let's do our best. Yes, Mr. Wright, go ahead.
This two mothers speech is incredible, and I think organizing like a world workshop, sending true mother. We remember it's two fathers send the true mother all over the world, but especially true father, true mother came together, New Zealand and Australia. That's why I remember 1992. Oh, the true father came, but did not so much impact for me for Women's Federation. That is kind of understanding. But true mother said, sending women, especially Russia and China, if two father, two mother go together, maybe could not hold an event, because even two mother tried to speak, but they so much. They are not accepted at beginning, Russia, China. So anyway, I think it is incredible. 1992, and historical event, and I think we truly reflect more deeply its to balance worldwide potential contribution. Then we could somehow attend. We welcome, and especially New Zealand, Australia, to further give credible calligraphy, and we keep for that. Anyway, thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Wright. Yes.
Yeah, also victory over Trump. Yes. Amazing.
Yeah, still have time for some people to make a comment about.
Yeah, well, I just want
Yeah,
to
go ahead, Johnny.
This is a time, very amazing time today. It's a time of celebration for America's victory with Trump. So that's going to change a lot of the world. So I want to really emphasize that today is a very special day and a new page in history for America and the rest of the world, for peace in the world, even for health in the world, because you got now my guy got also health with the Kennedy, which was very much into the working with Trump to make America healthy again. So it's you got to emphasize, to realize that America has that position, and also how important it is that we have to be conscious about and support America in the way they're going now with our government here and the government in America, governments around the world. It's an amazing page to turn now. We have to kind of ignore that, and we have to really be aware that we have to pray for America and praying for America. We pray for Korea, of course, and Japan, united, and all this can change the political landscape of the world. At the same time, the spiritual landscape of the world as well is extremely important. So the Royal Family Foundation, and my true parents. So we have to acknowledge, all the nations, acknowledge America, especially now. There's going to be a meeting with the church ministers in America with our church. So the Christianity has to be restored to America as well. There's a lot of stuff going on there, and they have to really pray and support for world peace, world unification, and world health for the world as well. People that to become healthy spiritually and physically. So that's a bit for today. It's a very amazing day today. It's a day of celebration, a day of victory, and for God, our true parents, and America, and Japan, and Korea, and support for world unification.
Thanks, Genevieve. Yeah, go ahead, Mary.
Yeah, thank you for mentioning Bobby Kennedy. Actually, it's quite an amazing story. The Kennedys were staunch Democrats, and then Robert Kennedy Jr. was running for president. And actually, he's prayed every morning for I read 19 years, but I heard somebody else say over 20 years for America to restore its health. Because right now, America spends more money on health than every other nation, and they're one of the most unhealthy nations in the world. I mean, like out of the developed nations. So anyway, Bobby Kennedy Jr., that's his whole thing, is to, I mean, he's been an activist for the environment and for many things, but his main focus now is to restore America's health. And he's working together with President Trump in the government. And President Trump said he's got all the freedom to do whatever he can to make America healthy again. So, and Robert Kennedy Jr. calls it the Unity Party because he was a Democrat, and he's gone against, his whole family is basically against him because they're all staunch Democrats. But he just said that the Democratic Party that he was part of, that his family, his father and uncle were part of, is completely different from the current Democratic Party. The values are completely different. So, yeah, I just wanted to add that. But yeah, it's a great victory. And let's pray for America to really stand strong on the world stage to heal the problems between nations and to restore morality, religious freedom, freedom of speech. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. And hopefully stand up for mother as well.
And yes, and for true mother. Yeah, stand up for true parents too. Absolutely.
Thank you. Yes, Chris, you got your hand up?
Good morning, everyone. I think in our prayers for, like, our movement is trying to form a new political party, and I can see all of the independents and Democrats that are shifting now to support Trump. There's prophecy also about a new party, even with members from China forming in America. So I think if we can have that vision, not just to do this ourselves, but if those people can accept mother, which is also prophesied halfway through this term of Trump's presidency, its return of Esther thing will be revealed. So I think in our prayers, if we start thinking that these established leaders that are already political leaders can join with us, we can have a new party. We're not going to do this on our own. Anyway, thank you.
Thank you, Chris. Thank you. Yeah. 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 Yeah, it's asking how much is the win in America. I mean, it's an outright win as president and a win in the Senate, but still they're counting for the so that this still hasn't finished yet. So counting still, but is only 17 away from claiming that as well. But
We're going to win the House.
yes. got to win the House.
They will.
Yeah. So yes, Brother Kenji. Yeah.
Good morning. Just I would like to share that as the father mentioned that the for event in Korea, Japanese leaders was invited to join in, and for the event in Japan, the American leaders were invited to join in, and such tradition is very important, and we have seen in our Asia Pacific event, and always the in an event that the leaders were invited to multiply the tradition and the victory that the true parents they show us. And yeah, I just remember the event such as the Asia Pacific Summit in Nepal and Cambodia and Palau, and yeah, New Zealand should be able to be the kind of host country to invite the leaders of Oceania to Marriage Pride. That's the probably next year's plan. Anyway, thank you. So we definitely need to inherit the true parent tradition. That's the actually a main message that I received from the true parents when actually I failed to host the true parents in Fiji. So, inheritance of tradition is a very, very important. Thank you. That's the comment that I wanted to make this morning. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. It's time for us to have our unison prayer, so I'll just bring up the screen. Okay, let's pray together. Ju. Thank you, everyone. Thank you again, Rev Yutaka, for sharing. And I pray that everyone has a great day and see you all again tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Have a good day.
Thank you. See you soon.
Thank you.
June with Daniel.
Yeah, very soon.
Okay, have a blessed day, everyone.